MnDOT is beginning work on possible changes to a busy highway in the West Metro. We talked with one business owner about what may or may not need to change on Highway 169. There aren't many disc golf outfitters around.
I think a global destination, really, so people are going to fight their way in here, but I would say that that's not true for a lot of businesses.
Gotta Go, Gotta Throw is just a nice long disc throw away from Highway 169 in Golden Valley.
Certainly any changes or shutdown on 169 is going to impact my business. I mean, I have an easy on-off here, which is great for my business. The traffic flow on 169, which we're looking at pretty regularly, is, the pipeline that my staff and my customers use to come in here. So we're sensitive to that as much as we can be with our hours.
This summer, MnDOT is asking for anyone who drives the 169 corridor or walks or bikes across it between Maple Grove and Golden Valley to weigh in online. Make suggestions, maybe more lanes, maybe a MnPass or an HOV lane. Of course, any changes would mean construction.
Even with the shutdown that we have north of us right now on the Rockford Road exit, it's, certainly putting pressure on that traffic, at that exit when people are slowing down even for a lane shift, when it's not even necessarily shutting down the two lanes that are there usually. It doesn't seem to change it really all that dramatically for staff to get into work during rush hour or going home.
And even while disc golfers are going to come to this unique store,
if I was a small coffee shop that was, reliant on the on-off traffic, it would probably kill me.
The survey is open through August. You'll find a link on ccxmedia.org. It was 2 years ago this week that local youth baseball coach Jay Boughton was shot and killed while he was driving on Highway 169. Family members wanted to do something special to honor his life. This billboard went up on Thursday along Highway 169 just south of Bass Lake Road. The billboard shows Boughton dressed in his baseball uniform looking out toward a field, along with a message that says, "Stay in the light," in memory of Jay Boughton, July 6th, 2021. Plymouth Police Chief Eric Fadden, whose agency played a crucial role in helping to find Boughton's killer, said the billboard was a great tribute that also conjured up some emotional memories.
Candidly, it was a little tear-jerking for me, just remembering everything that went through and just remembering at the end of the day that it doesn't matter what had happened between July 6th of 2021 and now, nothing will bring Jay back.
Now, the billboard was only visible on July 6th, again the 2-year anniversary of his death. Boughton's killer, Jamal Smith, was sentenced to life in prison last October. For the past 38 years, the Teddy Bear Band has been entertaining families with its concerts. Next week, it will celebrate a milestone, its 10,000th show. Sarah Allen has more on what keeps the beloved musical act going.
This bear has got some miles on it.
No one could have guessed that what was supposed to be a one-time act to benefit a parent advisory council would grow into the local musical powerhouse it is today.
It was Ron's idea to do the band and do this one-time concert, and then after the show was over, I said, you know what, this was fun and people really like this. I said, anyone want to keep doing this? And Ron laughed and said, well, where would we play?
From libraries to county fairs and other venues, the band plays all over the metro area and state.
1, 2, 3.
Original member Richard Erickson says they perform between 250 and 350 shows a year.
Bear in your hair!
This never gets old. I get to keep doing it.
The popular performers tailor each show to fit their audience, encouraging young listeners to sing along and dance with the teddy bear or other stuffed animal they've brought along.
Every song we do has a participatory aspect for the young children. And my field is child development, early education, so we know what to do, what's developmentally appropriate for little kids, and what they love to do, which is participate.
Along the way, the band became a family affair with co-founding member Ron Gustafson's wife, creating the band's official panda mascot and donning the costume at times.
And it's become a big part of our show.
As the band approaches its 10,000th show, Gustafson says they aren't slowing down.
We're healthy, we're having fun. There's a demand for our performance. People want us, so we're going to keep going.
Bear in the air!
And that's good news for parents who saw the show as a kid, now bringing their own children to experience the Teddy Bear Band. In Brooklyn Park, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
The Teddy Bear Band will perform its 10,000th show Tuesday, July 11th, 7 p.m. at Osseo's Bowerboom Park. The band has received many awards from the Minnesota Music Academy and was inducted into the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame in 2016. In Robbinsdale, a celebration of a park restored to its original glory. The Graeser Park restoration project is now complete, an occasion that brought out the Robbinsdale City Band. The park was born out of the Great Depression. The WPA project was a historic rest stop along Highway 100, but it fell into disrepair. Volunteers in MnDOT helped bring it back, recreating the rock garden and restoring the iconic limestone beehive fireplace, the only one in the U.S. still in its original location.
The only difference is people sometimes ask, can we still have fires and roast weenies in there? And unfortunately, no, because that's how the beehive got damaged so much over the years.
This was our family picnic area growing up. I learned how to play wiffle ball at this park in the 1960s. I learned how to play frisbee at this park in the 70s. And every Sunday, my mother brought a picnic with sandwiches, cookies, and an ice cream bucket filled with peaches.
MnDOT still owns Graeser Park, but it's working to turn over the property to the city of Robbinsdale. Thursday night in Plymouth, the city's signature summer event. Music in Plymouth took place featuring the Minnesota Orchestra and a fireworks show, and we leave you now with a look at some of the highlights.
It's a great opportunity to see plenty of baseball over the next few days. The 96-team, 16-site Gopher Classic American Legion tournament is underway. Providence Academy is one of 6 teams from the northwest suburbs in the tournament. Minnetonka's Veterans Field, the site for pool play in the Gopher Classic Legion baseball tournament. Providence Academy facing Huron, South Dakota. In the bottom of the first, Jonathan Bubba Peterson lifts a fly ball to center. Billy Trubeck tracks it down for the catch but falls. Trace Wentz scores easily, and Tanner Gilbert also comes home as Huron grabs a quick 2-0 lead on the Lions. An inning later, Jack Peterson hits a fly ball to center. Trubeck fights the wind and stays with it to make a nice grab on a tricky ball. In the fourth, Logan Leyendecker gets out of trouble as Colin Gregory's bouncer is right at first base with runners on second and third and 2 outs, so it stays 2-0 Huron. In the sixth, Leyendecker laces a hit to left field. Ethan Bush is waved home and scores from second with an insurance run to make it 3-0. Leyendecker later scores on a wild pitch to make it 4-0. And Providence is unable to muster much offense. Jack Peterson gets the last out via strikeout as 3 Huron pitchers combine for the shutout. 4-0 is the final. Pool play for the Gopher Classic continues through Sunday at the 16 sites, including Maple Grove's Gleason Field. Single elimination championship bracket play runs Monday and Tuesday. After a little time off for the 4th of July, regular league games resumed for some teams in the North Hennepin American Legion League. Westfall Armstrong had a home contest on Thursday night. Westfall Armstrong hosts Andover in North Hennepin American Legion baseball. Armstrong's J.J. Peters, a bear, bounces to third. The throw sails high and wide. Andrew Morgan scores and August Toussaint Keel is waved home as well. Armstrong grabs a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. A little glove work here. Armstrong's A.J. Keeblebeck hits a sinking liner, but Grant Peary stays with it in center to make the sliding catch for Andover. Game stays at 2-0. In the fourth, Henry Mayos bounces to third. Luke Wolf scores on the play. Armstrong gets an out and a rundown, but their lead is trimmed to 2-1. In the sixth, Kellen Butler with a hard bouncer to first. Oscar Schulte with a nice stop, but his throw home is late, and it's 2-2. The Huskies then go ahead on a balk. Still in the sixth, and Peary bounces a hit through the right side and into right field. Butler is waved in, and he slides in safely to make it 4-2 Andover. Their big inning isn't quite done as Reed Lindgren delivers a hit that drops in right center field to score Peary for a 5-2 lead, a 4-run inning for Andover. The two early unearned runs are all that Sam Frawley allows as he finishes a complete game for Andover. They beat Armstrong 6-2. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. His real name is Darion, and we call him Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's affection, attention, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. The craziest thing was believing that your dad knew everything. So as a dad, you felt like you had to know everything. You had to get everything right. It's okay to make mistakes. Just do it from the right place. As long as it's coming from love, then, it kind of starts to work itself out. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job. I'll say my kid's pretty dope.